Hello, this is Cap. Welcome to Love Drum in the Seat. We're gonna do a recap of season 7, episode 4 of the Child. Let me
And
introduce my panel. You got Hitchy Doo and Joy,
Hey.
the
hey.
guys that was at the flower shop getting Mother's Day gifts for their ladies. It was Shed, Papa, Darnell, and Emmett. And Emmett had a whole. He just kept buying. Emmett just kept getting flowers, dozens and dozens and dozens of flowers.
Flowers.
Cause he got a lot of baby mamas.
So, niece, I'm gonna let you take that.
But that lady was funny. She was like, how many baby mamas do you have? Didn't he end up giving her the flower, one of them?
I think he did. Yeah, I think he gave one. He asked her, "Did she want what?" He asked her something. I think he did end up giving the woman. Anyway, it wasn't none of her business. Mind your business. Just worry about it. Get out of that man business. He taking. Hey, he doing a good thing. Got all them women there. They
Uh-huh.
get along. That's all I can say. But yeah, and then said woman asked him to what did she ask? Said asked him to what did you get a woman? When her son passed
Who-
away.
Yeah. And
And
he said roses that don't die.
Yep.
right,
Forever flowers.
make a lot of sense. And that's what he did. Hit you do. I'm gonna let you take it where the they was at the.
Well, Darnell was it Darnell when he got a dozen of roses. He was the cheap one. He gonna give each other mothers a rose.
He like that's too many.
Yeah, he just cheat. That's all.
And I think all the roses was gone, and Papa had to buy sunflowers.
And they look like they was kind of dead.
Yeah, it didn't matter no way. His mama didn't want him.
For real.
No, that's how she did. She didn't about them flowers. She worried about them bills. She worried about them bills that she say her husband, was to pay for all the bills, and she had to learn how to do everything. That's one thing that's a mistake in life people make. But you got to know your finances. Everybody need to be in on everything. And
Right.
when it comes to stuff like that. Then Nuck was at his mama's
Mama's graveyard.
graveside.
At the grave site. Well, yeah, yard site.
Yeah, graveside, and he had some put flowers on his mother's grave, and let's see
With his fine self.
uh,
Lucky if you
bad
buck.
look. No, he's not bad looking at all. He just needs not be a murderer. That's all. And then you got Victor. Can't think of the names. Victor.
Red and Jake.
And
Jake.
Jake, oh,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
They were there, and then his mom knocks at the door. Somewhere. I'm gonna put it this way: someone knocks at the door, and then when the brother answered the door, and then it was the mama, and Victor wasn't happy about it at all, but Jake was.
Ridge know who it was. Cause he told her to come.
yeah, he knew who it was.
Hmm.
But Reg and Jake was happy to see her.
Yeah, but Victor, he wasn't happy at all because he didn't like his upbringing. I guess she was on them drugs, but she sure looked better than since the
She
last time
did.
I told her. She may be off of the drugs. She never said she was if she wasn't. So
Yeah.
maybe she still is because she didn't clarify when he said it.
Nah, that's right. She said, my mother treated me bold too, or something like that. So she didn't know how to be a mother, I guess, or you learn as you go, I guess, with some people.
Well, but I wish she had said if she was on drugs or if she was off of them. She never did say that. She just didn't really pay him no attention and kept, the other son. Ridge was trying to make her feel as comfortable as possible, him and Jake. And then,
Yeah.
so she said she was going to make her famous macaroni and cheese. And Victor said he didn't want none. He said he ate it for breakfast, noon, lunch, and dinner.
She said he had a nightmare. Macaroni and cheese nightmare.
Yeah, he wasn't happy about it. What you think? Hitchy do.
Yeah, I don't know.
So you don't know. All I know, I
He
think
was. I just know he was upset about her being there because he was acting like he was finna go, and they talked him into staying. So.
Yeah, yeah, that was right. Yeah, he did talk him in. So he wasn't going nowhere. Sit down, Victor. You even got a girlfriend right now. Sit down somewhere and your mama's there. She looked like she done cleaned up. I mean, she come there and cook dinner for you. You just take it for what it is. I know you didn't have a good childhood, but she's still there. You got to look at it like that. And then you got the ladies back at Alicia's house. All the ladies that lost their lost a child. I put it that way.
Right.
Yeah, they all was there, and then Chad came in and gave her the flowers, and he explained the sentiment behind it, and she seemed to be okay with it. He told her he loved her, but she didn't say
She didn't
nothing.
respond back.
Reciprocate.
She didn't even respond, and she walked away. And he just looked, So he had to
Mhm.
think. He got to realize you're a young man. She just right now she ain't even thinking about that. She just glad to just have somebody, you know, in her bed. I mean,
I think he was hurt though.
yeah, I think so too. I think so. Yeah, but he got to understand. That's an older woman. She ain't about that life. She just is trying to live, make it day by day. Then you got, like I said, you got all the ladies there. They all pretty much down. Yeah, nobody's really having a good time. It's kind of sad. And Chad said, that's get a change of scenery. And
Oh,
actually, they want to go over at Emmett and Tiff's. So and that kind of when they got there, they was already there having a good time and stuff. Then you got Emmett. Well, we're
In
gonna
Darnell.
yeah,
They barbecuing.
yeah. Go ahead and take it.
And Jamal came in saying he wanna marry Dawn.
yeah,
Mm,
yeah, I saw that.
yeah,
And what they said something. What did he say? What did well he said he didn't care about her past.
right. Yeah, he said he did. They all talk about how many times they slept with her, which really,
And they was wrong for sitting up there talking about how many times they done been with it in his face. That was wrong.
Oh
they wrong,
God.
but he did. Well, he said he got a past. He might have slept with some men in prison for all we know. Hey, he ain't worrying about that. He done some things, So hey,
It made me think about Color Purple when Mister said, "You had it your way and I had it my way."
Yeah.
yeah, there you go, exactly. So my thing is, like you said, I don't think they should have keep bringing that up in his face. If he obviously he's serious about her, So leave it alone, y'all. Like you just said, you had it your way and I got it mine. So it is what it is. So hopefully they'll get married and live happily ever after. That's all I can say. And then you got Emmett. His first. I don't know if that's his first lady, Shay. Was telling him that she was gonna leave town with his little boy. Her and her mom, and he wasn't thrilled about it. But what can he do about it? She wanted him to keep him for the summer. He said, wow, so you can just be hanging out. That ain't what he said it, but that's what he meant. Yeah. I mean, at least you'll have him. What's the difference? You got a heart full of chaps anyway, so.
You getting like your
Right.
dad. He's getting like his daddy.
Hmm. Yeah, that's what he got. What, three baby mamas? He got three.
I don't know. He might have four. I'm not sure how many baby mamas he have.
Yeah, but he got enough. I tell you that. Okay, but then and then he told Keisha about, and Keisha said the same thing when he told him that he wanted her to keep him for the summer. She said, well, so she can hang out. But she didn't seem like she had a problem with it.
Mm-mm.
Because he definitely can't stop her from moving if she can't afford where she living at. That's what it seems like to me that she couldn't. They moving for financial reasons.
And then Professor Gardner, is that his name? He was
Uh-huh.
talking to Bakari and telling him that every time somebody trying to straighten up their life, they end up getting killed or taken out.
Right. Yeah, he did say that. Yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much about the size of it. Except Jose, he deserved what he got. I don't. condone violence, but something wrong with that boy.
And then there's Charles knocking on every female door, trying to clap them cheeks, trying to get a number, see where he can get in, where he fit in.
He did get in one though.
Um,
Yeah, he got in there with Keith, but Keith was there. He got in Tracy's house, but hey, but Keith,
he wasn't buying that. He's like, let me pray for you.
So you think that boy gonna take that money to pay for that church to get that church out of debt?
Um,
They trying to
I,
own Papa them church.
yeah, I don't. He ain't Papa ain't happy about that because when he asked for the money, he didn't know that those strings was going to be attached to it. He was
Mm-hmm.
surprised when he brought that up to him. Go ahead, Nisha.
I said, yeah, he was surprised because he was looking like, nah, he not selling the church. He not doing that.
No, he not doing that.
That's his daddy's church.
He attempted though.
Well, he just want to pay the bill. My thing is, he the one brought a lot of that money up in there. You know, when he was up there and he got all them people to bring and doing all that talking and stuff, and they passed that pan around, and them folks was putting that money in there. I don't know. So my thing is, give him his share. Let him pay his bills, his mama's bills. You know, that's what y'all there for. If he's working with y'all, you should just pay him and don't ask for nothing in return. You know,
Mm-hmm.
maybe to pay it back, but to just ask for his father's church. What's wrong with the church they got?
She
Well,
said
he
they
was
brought
preaching in the Sinister's church.
Oh, okay.
she said they having hard times, with his daddy not being there.
Well, and then he
That's what the
wasn't,
mama
and his
said.
son Papa wasn't preaching at that church. He preaching at Pastor Zeke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he was preaching at Pastor Zeke's church. But Pastor Zeke doing too much, you know. He just wanting a man. Can't just take the man's church. I mean, you know, but if they're not doing nothing with it and they can afford it, you might as well. It's gonna fold anyway.
His
But his
his his
daddy didn't want him to
yeah.
sell that church to them.
That's what his mother said. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Papa about to quit going over there to Zeke's church and go over there and preach in that church and you know, build it up. So that's what they're gonna have to do, you know. If they want to keep it afloat,
Yeah.
get get them folks in there and start giving you their life savings because you ain't getting none of mine.
Right.
Go get a job.
Then it was Emmett and Darnell trying to teach what's the son name?
And Jamel, what his name?
No, not Jamal, Damien, how to play spades.
Yeah.
They
Mm-hmm.
was schooling him,
Uh-huh. And
which is funny
yes.
because he got that one fingernail sticking out while he holding the cards, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, the way he was holding them like he got them all in between his fingers, the aces and the diamonds and the spades. He got, you know, between each hand finger.
I, I knew he was gonna end up beating that. Helping them win, helping him
But
pass the win.
so who all? It was just Keith and Professor Gardner, Damien, and Hannibal. Them the only four that was playing.
Right, yeah, them on the
Cause it
phone.
seemed like I think Bakari was there, but he must didn't play.
Yeah, he left. He left. I don't know if he played beforehand. Yeah, he did play. I think they played, but
Yeah,
then
cause by the
but went to the
right,
bathroom after he saw that guy. But go ahead.
that's why what's the names came in because he left. That boy start, the one they taught Emmett's brother.
Hmm.
Oh, Damien, yeah, him and Keith he asked Keith was they good. So
So
he not thinking about it right now. So
yeah, yeah,
he
he asked.
got
What what,
Tracy on the brains.
what was that about? See, I didn't understand what that was about with him.
Because in episode 5, he's supposed to did some time for the brother. He got in trouble and he did the time for him.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
that.
and he slept with his girlfriend while he was in jail.
Did he?
Yeah, you remember he said that to him? Yeah, he
Oh
told
wow, no, I didn't know
he was
that.
mad because he slept with his in other words, he slept with his whoever he was dating at the time. I guess Emmett and Keisha's house is gonna be the party place, I guess, huh?
Yeah, 'cause it seems like they always doing a function.
Mm-hmm. But you would think Alicia would have some now. That big old house she got over there.
Didn't
Yeah.
she did one time for Thanksgiving or something?
Yeah.
Oh,
She did it there. Yeah. That night when her son got shot. Yeah. She hosted it. Yeah. Well, they all was at different houses because Emmett and them was at their house too, and then they was different. Everybody was at it. There was a
meeting up. They
Emmett.
was all meeting up. I mean,
Yeah.
some of them.
Right, yeah. Papa was at his house, and then Eminem was at they. It was a little bit of everybody everywhere pretty much. But then you got Nuck taking Tiff home, and he thought he was gonna get him some smooch, but she said, "Oh no,
Yeah, she cut that off.
right quick. Oh no, you're not getting no smooch here, buddy." After I find out who, maybe I can move forward once I find out who shot. Once we get the real killer, who shot
Yeah, 'cause she was
Ross.
like, 'cause I don't think Alicia got the right one.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Well, your instincts are right on, honey.
But when did that part come in when they asked about his mama?
Whose mama?
Uh, Tip
Nuck.
did Tip ask Nuck about his mama? And Nuck daddy killed his mama.
Yeah. Yeah. I think she did. But I was sitting in the car, and he said
Okay.
his daddy killed his mama. Yeah. Maybe that's
No, that's why he crazy.
yeah. That's why he's crazy. Yeah. Pretty much. So I think I think we done pretty much covered everything. So it was yeah, and we pretty much said they won the spade game. Damien and the professor won the spade game because he's a numbers guy. So he he was counting them spades on. Let's go a blind eight, and then the time came. What is all of that?
Well, how did you like that part when Alicia
Wait,
said we
wait a
got
minute.
to kill the killers?
Say what now,
We have to kill the killers.
Alicia?
Yeah,
Uh,
remember when she said they have to kill the killers? That's that's doing all that, killing people that don't have no
oh yeah,
conscience.
yeah. That's when all the ladies were together then at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember that. Yeah, had to kill a killer, so they don't have to worry about that kind of stuff no more. You're gonna be doing a awful lot of killing.
And then Judge, what's her name? Judge Garrett. She talked. She was talking with Keisha, right? Yeah, Keisha,
Mm-hmm.
about her son killing himself, Christian,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
That's yeah.
told her that he really liked it her.
Mm-hmm. How old was he? Think you.
Ooh, I don't know, cause I think that was like in season 4 when she was going through her thing,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and he was trying to help her.
Right.
Keisha looked like she was about to cry when she was telling her that her son really liked her and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. She was. Yeah, she had a moment when they talked about that. Yeah. So I think we done pretty much covered that episode 4. So I guess until next week we're gonna find out if Tiff gonna talk to Alicia about whether she think that she killed the right person or not. So until until next week.
Yeah, and Nuck's supposed to drop another body. So
Yeah. So like, comment, and subscribe. And if y'all
and
can
leave
help
a leave a comment down below if y'all know something that we don't know.